Good morning, guys. How are we doing? Today is the 11th of July, 2021, and I'm not out of bed yet. Yesterday was a rough day for me. It was hard, and which is why I did the live rather than doing another video, because I couldn't actually sit there long enough to edit and concentrate and do all the things that I wanted to do to make the video happen the way I wanted it to. So I did the live instead. Yeah, but that's what we do, right? On the days where we can't do the things that we want to do, we modify what we have to do, so that we can do what we need to do. Yeah, that's it. Okay, so, don't let it stop you. I'm sitting in bed this morning for a little while, then I'm going to go outside. I'm going to film a gardening video today because there's lots of stuff going on in the garden. And with the weather being what it is, I feel like we're going to end up with a little bit of an extended summer. So I'm going to run an experiment with some bush beans and pray and cross my fingers and all of that stuff that it'll work out. Sometimes you just got to do the things, and whether it hurts or not, you just got to get it done, right? We've got stuff to do in the polytunnel today. I've got strings to put up for the cucumbers because they're literally starting to take over. Tomatoes that need help. We need to sort out the polytunnel because it's literally, we just put stuff in there and just hope for the best. Just to get everything sorted. I need to make room for the apricots. They need room. The apricot tree needs to go in there. Yeah, and a lot of other things need to be done, so I'm gonna have to kick on and do it because it just is. So I'm taking a few moments this morning to just not do anything yet. I'm also aware there's 2 golden courgettes out there that I really, really want to pick today. I've been putting off doing it, and I feel like I probably should do it. Might be a good idea if I just did it, might be a good idea. So yeah, so this morning I'm just grateful to be eyes open, breathing and upright and awake. Not gonna lie, those are the things I'm grateful for right now. My hour today is going to be spent in the polytunnel. Maybe a little. I'd like to spend a little bit more time in the garden today. I've spent a lot of time in the kitchen the last few days, and I just feel like I need to get out in the garden and just spend some time out there. Put my feet in the grass, It's one of those. I really need to do it. And since the garden is literally starting to, it's at a point where if I sat there for long enough, if I could sit still for long enough, and I have ADHD, so the chances of me sitting still for long enough doing the one thing of sitting there and watching my plants grow, I reckon I could probably see them growing. That's how quick they're growing. I'm literally walking out the door in the mornings and seeing an inch or 2 of growth on everything. And I'm just like, wow, that's insanity. But it's what we wanted, right? It's what we do. And I love it. And I'm not going to stop. I'm not stopping, right? Anyway, guys, I'm going to make this a really, really short one this morning. Yeah. I had to I've got a little bit of work that I started doing. Oh, pardon me. God. State of me this morning. I've actually started doing some work towards my dream. There's a possibility of some funding to move towards it. But there's a few things that I need to do first. And a couple of people I need to speak to first. And some decisions that need to be made and things. And we'll just see how we go. I have a dream that one day growers and producers in this country or wherever you are will start a network where, you know, they'll start a network with food alongside food banks that whatever help they need on the farm, they will be able to get. Because the issue that we have right now is that there are a lot of farms out there where they were very reliant on EU staffing, and we can't have that anymore over here. It's not possible because they don't earn enough money. You know, they don't earn enough money, so we've got crops going rotten in the fields. Yeah. If we worked alongside with food banks, with people who, you know, wanted to help, and, you know, they could get half their wages in money and half of it in produce. Even if it was just for a day's work, or half a day's work, or even an hour's work. Whatever they would be able to put in to help local farmers, so the farmers would get the money that they need to keep going as far as selling some of the produce, but locals within, say, a 5-10 mile radius, depending on where they are, would be able to come and help them, learn some skills, and be able to feed their families at the same time. I think that would be awesome. And if there was a network, that would be very cool. And it doesn't just have to be farmers and stuff. It could be just people who've got a little plot of land and have a few gluts. Or have a homestead and are like, well, actually, we could do with a couple of extra hands. You know? Thing is, I know that there are homesteaders out there who are like, I don't want to help the community. I just want to lock myself away. That's not homesteading to me. That's prepping, and that's shutting yourself away in a bunker. To me, like, if you're working with the community, my experience has been, if you're working with the community will actually help you. And the community as a whole will protect you. They won't take advantage of you. In everything you do, there's going to be an asshole. Let's be honest. And for most growers, it's this guy. Yeah, let's be fair. It's him. So, but there are people out there that will take advantage. Of course they will. It's what people do. Some people do. Very few people do. But unfortunately, the media gives them so much weight and so much airtime that we think that that's all that's out there. And that's what you're wrong. Pardon me. It's probably like less than 1% of people. Yet they get 99% of the airtime. And what media should be focusing on is what the good stuff is. Let's be fair. Let's start focusing on the positive. Seeing what's really out there. You know, sure. Shit hits the fan. Everyone's got to look after themselves. But they've also got to look after each other. Otherwise, we're never going to survive. Right? the sooner people start realizing we're stronger as a group, as a network, as a community, the sooner things can change. The sooner things can change. Anywho, it's my idea. And if you were up for doing something like that, could you let me know in the comments below, especially if you're like in the UK. If you're somewhere else, that's fine. Let me know anyway. I'm cool with that. But I'd like to see how much interest there would be in something like that. I really, really would like to know how much interest there would be in something like that. If we were helping the community in that kind of way. Or even if you didn't really want people on your property, or you just had an allotment or something like that, and you just wanted to donate some of your gluts. Because I know some of us, we grow so much of the same thing, and we can't preserve it, and we can't do this, and we can't do that, or we can do some, but then we end up with far too much for just us, and we're like, well, what do we do with it? If there was a way of getting that to people who could really use it, would you be willing to do it? Or would you be willing for someone to pick it up? There's a question. Anyway, this is stuff I think about when I first wake up in the morning. My brain, yay. You know, 3 o'clock in the morning, it's, do penguins have knees? They do, by the way. I googled it. But yeah, first thing in the morning, my head straight away goes onto this. That's all it wants to know about. Yep. So anyway, guys, let me know in the comments below what your thoughts are. I would really love to hear from you, especially on this. I will see you guys later. Love you heaps. Blessings. Bye.